I'm with a website called Horror Movies Uncut. Yes,
Oh, wow.
we are primarily genre, action, horror films, drama, thriller, but I also have a music side as well.
Yeah.
And normally the music that I cover is usually geared towards people who enjoy those types of films
Yeah.
or kind of in those types of things. But I'm trying to branch out and make sure people are finding some really, really very good artists out there. And your
right.
music, when they announced the artist,
Yeah.
you were one of the first things that popped up on my playlist.
Oh, really?
And your songs are like fantastic. So
Thank you so much.
the first thing I'll ask you, Ray J, is essentially like what got you started in music? Was it your family, or did you start in some organization or group as a kid? What was your kind of upbringing in regards to music?
So I grew up in like a really small town, so I wasn't in any groups or anything. So my dad used to play a lot of music at home.
Okay.
That has been like a thing in my house, and it's just like I think I got used like a lot of music like input into me.
Yep.
And also I started doing guitar when I was 10 years old.
Okay.
I was influenced by my friend. She was doing acoustic guitar and I thought that it's cool. And I started doing guitar and I just loved singing since I was like 2, since I was like really small. So once I got the guitar, I kind of combined it and started making music. So I started making music when I was like 12, like 11, 12.
Okay.
Just putting emotion into, my voice, and like that's kind of how I started making music.
Now you were from a small town, so what type of like barriers and things like that obstacles did you run into while trying to create who you've become today? Like
Obstacles, sorry, my English is
just
my
like
second
what were
language.
some of the things that made it a little bit difficult? Like you
Oh,
didn't
yeah,
grow up in
yeah.
Tokyo
Yeah,
or something
no.
like that where it's industry everywhere.
Yeah,
So what
yeah,
were
yeah.
some of the things that made it difficult being from a small town?
Well, I feel like it's kind of like you're isolated from the world. So like what you get influenced by is like really small. There's like not many things that you can get influenced by. So I was a lucky person. I met a guitar teacher who was doing teaching in that small town, and he knew about like a lot about industries and stuff, and also like a lot about music. So I think I was very lucky in that way, but still I didn't know like the only thing that I knew about like going out into the world is like Americans Got Talent or like X Factor.
Right.
Like, that's the only
Oh my God,
thing.
you were like watching some of the. How did you
Yeah,
become
yeah,
so
yeah.
good? You were watching some of the worst stuff we had.
I know. So like that was like the only thing. So I feel like the obstacles that I had is not knowing much because I grew up in a small town and I didn't really have that much information.
I think for some artists though, that might not even be an obstacle because
Yeah.
then you're not exposed to too much, so you
Yes.
can kind of create your own because you're not, always getting references. But
I know.
the thing that I noticed right off the bat with your music though, it's a very sultry, soulful, and it makes me wonder like, were there any female artists that you were really attracted to growing up that you
Yeah.
listened to a lot that inspired you?
I feel like I love Billie Eilish is
Oh,
one
okay.
I.
Okay.
Her, I don't know, her just the atmosphere that she has and like the lyrics, like the darkness. Like I think a lot of people did like kind of got, empathy. Like, yeah. And I feel like also like Nora Jones.
Oh yeah, that was one of the artists that I was thinking about the first
Oh,
time I heard
really?
you.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank
Do you know
you.
who Alanis Morissette is? You should check her out also because there's a couple of moments in your songs where you get a little into it and it's kind of got her vibe a little bit too. So yeah, it's just really, really great.
Yeah.
So yeah, I love Nora Jones. That's a
Yeah,
really,
I love
really
Nora
good
Jones.
comparison there.
I feel like there's a lot. I don't know why it doesn't come up to my mind, but there's a lot of artists that I got like, influenced by. One is Eva Cassidy.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, do you know Eva Cassidy?
yep.
Oh, I love her music. Like she does covers and stuff.
For sure.
I feel like her vocals is one of like the most beautiful vocals I've ever
Yeah,
known.
yeah.
So Eva Cassidy definitely like
That's awesome.
I got it. Yeah.
So let's talk about your music arrangement, because
Yeah.
it's almost like you seem to be a one-woman army.
Yeah.
So when you're putting your songs together and you're
Yeah.
writing them, is it something that you're structuring off of like lyrics and ideas first, or are you actually working more on the composing of the music side whenever you're putting things together?
So first I kind of make like a very rough demo, like
Okay.
even if it's just my guitar and my vocals, I put in some, beats, and then and I have a producer that I work with.
Okay.
So I send it to him.
Okay, so
and we
that's
kinda-
where the like drum beats and all that stuff that's coming in the background. Okay.
Yeah. And we kind of
I was wondering if you were just in the house with the NPC, just doing your thing.
So we kind of do like talk about it and do it together.
Okay.
So, and sometimes, we just go into the studio and we don't have anything, and we're just like, okay, what do you like? How are you feeling right now? And we just kind of like, make the beats together and like, yeah.
Some of the best ways to make music sometimes is just what we call off the cuff, just improvising, and just feeling the vibe of the moment. So in regards to what you're trying to say with your music right now, what are some key things that you try to get across with your lyrics? Like, are you explaining more about who you are, or are you more inclined to talk about like a combination of you, your life, your culture, and things like that? What are some of the main key things that you're looking to hit upon in your lyrics?
Well, I feel like I try to like keep it really real. So like I do write about my experiences, like about relationships, and also like being in this music industry, there's so many people to like I don't like to say compete, but there's like a lot of artists who are trying to go up
For sure.
and trying to be big.
For sure.
So like it's a hard industry, and like to have like that energy and to kind of see the worth inside you and like be passionate about stuff. Like I do write about that feeling into me and my music, and also like my family and my friends. I feel like I write something that just comes out from my heart, not really like having this, I don't know, concept and I stick to it. It's just like what comes out naturally.
Yeah, awesome. That's a great answer. That's a great answer. So where do you see yourself growing as an artist here in the next couple of years? What are some things that REJAY wants to do?
Well, I really want to go global. I feel like right now I'm in Japan and doing music in the Japanese industry, but this is what I talked about. So going outside of Japan and like having the language barrier, and Japan is such a solid, it has a very solid history and a very solid culture.
For sure.
So I think most of the audience in Japan appreciate when it's full Japanese. So, but there's a lot of artists in Japan who are trying to like combine English and Japanese.
Yes,
and also like just having the
Why
Western.
is that what they call it when your lyrics are English and Japanese at the same time?
Yeah. So like we kind of have like a Western genre and Western truck, like the sound truck, and then we put like Japanese on that so that people will appreciate like globally. And I'm trying to do that, and I feel like I'm one of those artists who are trying to like make the paths for Japanese artists to go globally.
For sure.
And I have a lot of friends who are doing that.
A lot of great other friends that are playing music. You guys are playing shows together and things like that.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
And they're like putting English into their music and trying to go global. So I feel like my goal is to, be heard as much as possible, but still like go global and not be stuck in Japan.
Yeah,
but, like,
for sure.
Have a Japanese fandom and also like go globally, Western fandoms. And yeah.
This has been great. Thank you so much for your time. Amazing performance
Thank you.
down there. 3 of your songs, like I've been playing in like constant rotation because they're just really, really good songs. But it is 2026.
Yes.
You are a younger artist. So it would be against my own self to ask you your thoughts on how AI is affecting the music industry right now, and kind of where you see that all going. And are you afraid of it? Are you embracing it? Like, what are your and please be candid. Like, it's, this is your career that you're thinking about. So
I've never used like AI into my music, so I don't know how to like put AI into my music.
You're like, what are these people even doing?
I don't know, but there's a lot of people who start to like use AI, and I have a couple of songs that I know that it's like it's made by AI, but it doesn't sound AI at all. So like listening to that, it is a bit scary, but still, when AI happens, I feel like what human has is live performance.
For sure.
That is the only thing that humans.
Nobody's going to pay to watch robots on stage.
No, no way.
Unless they're doing other things.
So like, I feel like, maybe messing with the chords, or like something wrong happens, or like not being perfect, and also having the energy that only humans
can provide. Yeah, for sure.
That is the only thing that is going to be prioritized in this music career from now on.
I think that's a great answer.
I feel like this, so today I really wanted to bring my band together. I usually do it with a band. Okay. Because it's Japan and America, schedules and everything. I'm going to bring my band, but I feel like when I do it with a band, like I feel more like groovy, and I just feel the energy, and that's
play off of each other, and
beautiful thing about music.
For sure.
And that AI could never cover that.
100%. Well, you are so talented.
Thank you.
You're great sound.
Thank you so much.
Your energy is so great, especially with the small, intimate audiences. You did a great job captivating them.
Thank you.
So that's all the questions I have for you. Thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
And I will take